Oh man, I didn't even know I was blending in with the background, but it's gonna be okay.
Oh.
Welcome to 3 a.m. in the Attic, where we react, review, and tell stories that go bump in the night. And welcome back, guys. Oh yeah, bringing it back. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze for a second.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, so for the ones who are new here, we always start off with a launch pad topic to get us going. And I gotta get this to Dr. Rose, right? You don't want to share this topic, right?
Yeah.
Let me know what it is, my boy.
All right. So we're gonna be talking about what made us get into horror. Like what was that itch, that bite, that made us be like, I'm digging the horror. I'm digging this horror. You know, so that's what we in. And mine's is crazy. My experience crazy, yo. Yeah.
What age did you start getting into horror?
Side note, sometimes Dr. Rose likes to channel his inner 70s pimp, so sometimes he'll be talking kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm digging it. Show you right.
Sound like a rerun from Good Times.
Y'all want me to kick it off?
Yeah, Jack.
All right, let me kick it off then. You know, kick it off.
All right, sucker. I'm sorry.
Nah, do it like you're in BET when they clean movies. When they clean the audio on movies.
What was that one?
Crazy,
Jive turkey.
Crazy mother flipper.
What they say? Jive turkey.
You
Oh, you jive turkey?
They be like, you flicker. Oh,
Your mama is a buster. But he mouthed something else, but you know what I'm saying.
No, mine started, I was 10 years old. We was watching a horror. Y'all might know the 1992 Dr. Giggles.
Nope.
I'm familiar with Dr.
Okay, Dr. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles, I can't stop
Yeah,
until it tickles. Play a little D and I'll make your mouth dribble. I'm so sorry. Okay, please go.
Going hard over there with the rhymes.
Dr. Giggles.
Well, Dr. Giggles was scary to me, man. He was a doctor. It was a horror. It was one scene when I was a kid. I was 9. And it was dark.
9 or 10?
I was 10. Thank you.
No problem.
I was 10. I'm tripping, man.
Goddess is like, get it right, please.
Yeah, let me get it right for you people. I was 10. 1992. Dr. Giggles. I was 10. It was
I wasn't
horror.
even born
And, he was like a dentist. He was a dentist. He had like this old eerie giggle when he be killing people and stuff. But that wasn't the sick thing. Sick thing that got me was it was a scene where they talked about how he was born. And what happened was he came out the stomach, climbed out of it like one of the kids from Pet Cemetery, full of blood with this evil grin and evil laugh.
Do it.
I can't do it.
Do the war.
And all the dude was terrified about it. So I was just like, damn. So later that night, I fell asleep. Sleeping, man. I was asleep. I had the dream. I was at the house, and the little kid, he was in the corner, and I'm like, what's going on? Little nigga came out, jumped on me, started stabbing me. I was screaming and hollering, crying, snot coming out my nose and stuff. And my dad and them woke me up. And the thing about it is, normally, you know, they're mostly terrified, and you'd be like, man, I don't want to mess with that. But the real case is, I liked how it made me feel. I like the fear,
like the thrill
that fear, yeah, that thrill, like being scared and your heart pumping and stuff. Even though I was scared, but then later on, I was like, yo, I'm digging that horror. I like how it made me feel. So then found out that my grandma.
Like, did I just die?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Like,
So my mama, she was a big fan of horror. She had like big trash bags of horror books, bro. Stephen King, Stephen Cooks, all kinds. And I ran into him when I was in the closet visiting our house one day.
Wait. The way I'm so sorry. You ran into him when you were in the closet?
Yeah, I ran into him when I was in the closet, you know, like just playing around. When I mean by run into him, I just walked in the closet. I was looking for something else.
oh, you thought he meant like physically ran into it Home Alone style?
No,
like-
no.
like, why did
Bust his ass.
My bad. That's a metaphor in a way.
Amount of books laying
talking.
on top of him.
No, I didn't like run into him. What I mean by I came across him, I'm sorry.
Running.
this
about to
big
say.
trash bag full of these horrors that she had. And I was like, yo, what's up with these? And I sat in the closet just digging in there and picking up these horror books and stuff. And I'm like, well, Mom, what's up with these? And she was telling me, oh, baby, I used to read them back in the day when I was young. I still read them now. You know, you can check them out if you want to. Oh, thank you. And that's and after that, me and her, we started watching horrors together. She was the horror queen. You know, we was watching Hellraiser. We watching all kinds of things together. My dad too. We was watching them horrors, man. And it was I had cousins. We used to watch Jason and all of them back in the day. So yeah, that's how I got into it. Like 10 years old, got attacked, screaming and hollering, kicking, crying. That's how I got into the thing. You know, there he is, and I love horror ever since.
That's too damn funny. What's up? What's up with you guys?
I honestly don't know what age I was when I started liking horror. I know my daddy used to tell me scary stories all the time. We used to stay up and just like come up with like different things and things like that. I would say my experience in my grandmother's house got me curious enough. I really don't want to go into details right now. But yeah, I don't know what age or what actually sparked that curiosity of me liking it and stuff like that. But yeah, some things I fuck with, some things I don't like. The Exorcist, I don't fuck with that. Like, cause it's like certain images or like some true stuff, like based on true stories. When it comes to them, like repeating like the real audio, I want to turn it off because I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't want that shit in my house. None of that. But yeah, I don't really.
Well, you know how like Dr. Rose, his first remembrance was like Dr. Giggles. It was the first. Could you remember your very first horror movie?
No. Nope. Not at all. No.
Okay. No problem.
Honestly, I think when I found my great grandmother in the tub, that's what kind of like whoa, like like
Yeah.
like
Right.
okay, like what the fuck.
Right.
So I think that got me curious into like going into like the afterlife of like wanting to know like, okay, what happens? Like, can I communicate with her? Can I, things like that. I've never done the Ouija board, never, and I never will. But
Yeah, no.
I'm just glad you cleaned it up and you mentioned the afterlife because when you like, I found my great grandmother tub. Some people just thought it was just like this naked alive grandmama.
No.
Your horror journey started from there. this naked old woman just in the tub.
No, my great grandma. No, I think when I found her in
Like
the
The
tub.
Shining.
Yeah, that's what kind of was like.
Yes,
I need to know what happened. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. What's up, goddess?
Yeah, I feel that. For me, I've always messed with horror. I don't remember a time I did it. Because I guess as a child, having a lot of imagination, you kind of go to things that also offers a lot of vivid imagery that you normally don't see. So horror was always there. I remember my mom was into horror like crazy too. She used to work at this company. It's probably still around, but they renamed. But it was called the News Group. The News Group was a company that with movies and other stuff, magazines and stuff, when it comes into like start circulating in the public, and movies that like fresh go to DVD or VHS before it starts going to different stores and stuff, she'll get them. And a few times they came to the house. Yeah, and then we got to a point where we had like a shelf that was like from the floor to the ceiling, just covered with VHSs, right? And of course, horror took up a lot of that.
Yeah.
I think my earliest renditions were, I think it was Phantasm 3. I think it was, funny or not, because I know we recently just watched this again, but The Night of the Demons.
Oh my
I remember
God.
watching this with my mom and a group of her friends, and the character, I forgot her name, but the chick with the pink on,
Oh,
who
yeah.
was like
I
super sexualized.
like that.
Anytime she like bent over and just popped that thing, like my mom would just kind of cover my eyes. That's how young I was at the time. But yeah, it's since then growing up, I always just messed with horror. You know, I think staying in a haunted apartment. My first apartment was haunted, so staying there and all that stuff just was pretty much like the icing on the cake of everything. But yeah, like it's just always been a genre I just super mess with. I feel the thrill of what you're talking about too. Like I just enjoy
With the imagination and
those
stuff,
moments,
yeah.
you know.
Especially when you got the imagination.
Especially when you got the imagination. The horror is one of those. No matter if it's a a prime horror like a B horror, anything like that, it still has its enjoyment into it.
It
So
does.
I always like that. I always love.
I think that's another reason why I don't watch certain things when it comes to horror, because my imagination, like that shit gets stuck in my head, like, and it's hard for me. Like, as soon as I close my eyes at night, that's the first thing that pops up, and I'm like, nope, play a game, do something. But it's really hard for me to get images out of my head because of my imagination.
You was always, till this day, if there's like a commercial for The Exorcist, Goddess is mad scared of it. She doesn't like Hellraiser. You missing out. But I could have sworn you watched Hellraiser with me.
No,
before.
I told you I've watched it before and it gave me nightmares and I never watched it again.
Yeah.
It's just certain things just don't go away. So
Yeah.
I don't want to put that in my head.
I feel that.
Would you like to expound on your haunted apartment experience?
Oh, you talking about me?
I got
no.
stories of my
Snowflake.
grandmother have. Man, that house, you know the one.
Yeah, I can talk about that too.
Yeah,
but-
you can go ahead and get into that.
So the first time I ever moved out of my mom's house, I had got a job. In fact, I got 2 jobs. Her husband was like, before I got the job, she was like, "Look at him just laying around. That nigga lazy as hell." And then I surprised him when I got 2 jobs. I was working Target overnight and Sam's Club in the daytime pushing carts. And I found out there was like a conflict of interest thing, or they found out. So I kept Sam's Club or whatever. But anyway, some months had passed and my mom was like, "We're going to need some help around the house with some, you need to help out with some of these bills." And I was like, "I got you." Week later, I said, "I'm moving out."
He's like, if I'm gonna pay bills, I'm gonna pay my own bills.
And I had my friend at the time. I used to kick it at his house every weekend, and they had lived in some apartments, around the city. And I had me and another friend of mine. We had got our first spot. He was working at the local grocery store at the time, and I was at Sam's, and we had wound up getting a 2-bedroom. This is how, like, I'm old, but I'm not old. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna really show my age
Why
because
you
this was
yelling?
fire.
He's just like, I don't know.
Because
I
he's
miss
excited
these
about it.
days, and not because of the memories, but just this price.
This is when gas was cheap.
We got
Yeah.
Rent was like 5 something.
me and my boy Sean at the time. We got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath for $525 a month.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
you would never see those
Lovely.
again unless you like.
Get a time machine. I already thought about it. I'm already working on it, cause God. But
Rick and Morty.
it was a local apartment complex. It wasn't no fancy smancy place. It was pretty much in the hood for the most part. But $525 is fair. Anyway, we moved into that spot, and everything was cool for like months. Like it was no issues at all, nothing like that. And then the first time we seen something, we a group of us, we went out to the movies, right? And then we came back home. I unlocked the door. Well, now when you open the front door, my room is the first one that you see is to the right of it. And then you got the living room to the left, and then further down you got Sean's room. Kitchen is right on that side or whatever.
He
But-
said, "Don't be putting his government name out."
He's fine. Sean ain't got no nickname. He be all right. All right. Ain't like his Sean initial. It's just Sean. It's so many Sean's. I need to tell you how to spell it.
Sean.
Sean. And but anyway, I unlocked the door, and when I walked in, my bedroom door was open. I don't go into my room. I pass up my room. I'm walking directly through the living room. I look to my right a little bit through my peripheral. I literally see, which I thought was only in fucking movies. I see this girl in all white, black hair, like sitting on the corner of my bed, hunched over, like she had a rough fucking day.
Yeah.
anytime, and Goddess can back this up, anytime I see something, I don't say nothing right there.
No, not at
I
all.
wait till later.
So the one in the car.
So the thing about this, I walk in, I see the girl, I don't say nothing. I keep walking. It was a dude behind me that was with us. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" He started freaking the fuck out. You know, they like, "What's wrong with you? What happened?" He described exactly what I saw.
Right,
of course, you know, she's a ghost, so she's gone.
Right.
But the fact that she stayed there long enough for that to happen, it was cool. And I don't know, what's funny at the time, I didn't think nothing of it. I still went to sleep in my bed, kept going. But then as time went on, we had this apartment for a year, right? Couldn't break a lease, nothing like that. Right. We found out we had 3 ghosts. So the second ghost was a shadow person. I still don't like shadow people to this day because of him. The way the kitchen was set up, the kitchen is directly across from the living room. You have a counter, an open space where you can look into the kitchen. And the way our couch was positioned, it was always, you know, it'll be on the most random night. Now, not the night while you're looking for shit, but you just chilling, you watching TV, you by yourself, or it's a group of y'all, nobody's paying attention. It'll be random. 2 a.m, I'm watching TV. I look up into the kitchen, and it's this fucking shadow person just staring right fucking back at you. And then as soon as y'all realize that y'all made like eye contact, the thing would just walk off in this like super sad, creepy ass fucking stroll, right? And he wouldn't walk to exit the kitchen. He walks towards the refrigerator, and it's a dead end. It's just a wall, right? And it's always when you least expect it, you're not paying attention. I had a whole bunch of friends who used to come over, spend the night. Had thug ass motherfuckers, you know, they ain't scared no goddamn ghosts. You tripping? Ain't no ghosts. Ghosts don't exist. And then I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. And everybody gets too late. They be like, I want to go home. Can I stay the night? One of them, super hard ass dude, slept on the couch. Next morning, I come out there, motherfucker had a fucking blanket just covered up. He like, I do believe. Like one of them motherfuckers, scared as hell. My cousin was the funniest because he wore glasses, and when his first time seeing it, he saw it by the kitchen. So he's watching it. No, he did even better. He saw it. He was watching TV and he saw it. He was like, what? No! Like, he freaked the fuck out. Screamed, the whole house came outside. All
Safe
that
word.
Shit.
Tell them safe word.
Safe word. So we had a safe word and it was called, we say Denny's. The reason why we said Denny's as a safe word is because across the street was a school and across the other side of that school was a Denny's. So anytime the activity got too hectic, we'll scream Denny's, and everybody will get up, leave the house, go to the Denny's, wait a couple hours till the activity calmed down. Right. So that gets us to the worst ghost. That's the one that was in Sean's room. Now, how he described it was it was an apparition of a guy in a hoodie watching him. It looked like a regular street dude, got jeans on, hoodie, whatever. He said one time he was in the room, and he was asleep, and then he kind of peeked his eyes open, and he saw this motherfucker. He thought he was, freaking out, just seeing us, from just waking up. And then he's like, oh no, this is a person in there. He thought it was a person in the room. Right. He said this motherfucker looked up and just started slowly walking towards him. He said he screamed so fucking loud and they were screaming for like Denny's. And I was like, are you serious? And then my cousin was able to back that shit up, and it was crazy. It was times my mom came and visited me in the morning because we used to work in the same spot, so sometimes she'll pick me up from work. I remember one time she had woke me up and I was talking to her about something, and we're talking in my room, and then here I can see Sean and my cousin coming in with Denny's bags. I'm like, oh shit, something happened last night. Right. But yeah, we stayed there for a year, and I don't know how we did it, but we did it. But I do remember, like, the very last day when we decided to move, we always moved in pairs. No one stayed in the house by themselves. Right. Just thought, ghosts would get their last hurrah. There was never somebody on record dying of a ghost, but, I mean, we would, like, 18, 19, 20. You couldn't tell us anything. It was scary as hell, so we did what we could. So there you go.
Yeah, them shadow people, though.
Yeah. And then that's when the great-grandmother that she's talking about, the house that she has, we spent a year staying in that house. It was just me, Goddess, and our daughter. Mm-hmm. So it was just the 3 of us at that time. And I remember when I first walked into that house.
Her bedroom.
Not even the bedroom. We went into the master bedroom. I opened the closet. Closet was freezing cold. There's no vents in there. As soon as I went in there, and I was like, there's something in here. Like, I just knew it.
Right.
I've always felt her, though. Like, staying there, like, as a kid, or when we used to travel back and forth from New Mexico and here,
Yeah.
staying there and like just sitting on the couch, you could like feel her presence, and then you feel something else. And my grandma, she called it. What did she call him? Tom, the tall dude with the nobody. I mean,
Yeah.
like the just a torso, or whatever.
She gave him a regular name, but I forgot.
Yeah,
what
it
it
was some
Call him
name.
Henry right now. I don't know.
But yeah, it's him, my great grandmother, something else. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I remember one time, I think you and Big Nick, right? Y'all went somewhere, and I was staying at the house, and then like I seen like this old dude in like rags, like old clothes from back in the day, walk across the backyard, right? I went out there, and then like, okay, so the house is like on a busy street. So I seen him walk, and back in the backyard, of course, it rained. I think the day before, whatever. Basically, the ground was wet. You could see if footprints or whatever. No footprints. I went to the front. You can look in the front and see both sides. Nobody walking. I'm like, oh my God, like, no. That shit is crazy. Cause I was like, who the fuck is walking back here? Like it was old like old clothes.
Man, like I hate the ones when like the times when you witness them touching you. I don't like that either. Like that touching you, like your hairs really do rise up. It's a different type of touch. You just be like, yo, bro, like leave me alone. You know, it's the same thing like on what was that movie, Stir Echoes? When the thing touched me, you kind of it was kind of like. It's kind of like that feeling, like if they actually touch you, like you can't even breathe. Sometimes I don't. That right there, I ain't cool with that.
Well, I remember we were sitting there watching that movie, and we seen something like run past.
There was a time we in that same house. It was a group of us, and the way the TV was sitting, it was on the wall where there to the right of there was an opening for the hallway. So everybody's looking in this direction. Suddenly, we see something black run across the hallway, no sound. So you don't hear no footsteps, nothing on the carpet.
Nothing.
And I think Goddess was the first one, like, did you see it? And he was like, oh no. And then we popped up, and I think she went to go, our cousin, the only person that was back there at the time was her cousin. And her cousin claimed it was her, but that thing was running full speed with no sound. It was like, nah.
Yeah, and then it was one time, our daughter, she was walking, and like soon as she passed the hallway, the roof caved in.
Oh yeah.
So we had people come and check it or whatever, and the one guy, he was like, "Oh, there's a Ouija board up here." Oh. Yeah. So a little backstory. One of my aunts used to fuck around. I felt like my mom and my aunts played with that shit back in the day or whatever. Whatever happened, because to this day now my aunt, she does not fuck with scary shit. She had to be on medication because she couldn't sleep and all that other stuff. I don't want to put her business out like that, but when they left after they fixed the roof, we went up there. We didn't see no board at all, and I searched that whole thing. I was like, that's crazy. Like, why would he say that? You know? Yeah. But
I mean, what else you gonna say while you up there?
I mean, but why would you be like, there's a Ouija board, and then when like it's not like that's the first thing.
Yeah,
that's probably the first thing you saw.
Yeah,
he was like, it's a Ouija board. Oh, you got a hole in your roof.
Like,
you came for the hole.
This is weird. It's a lot of stuff that happens in that house. Yeah.
So would you, Gary?
Well, I don't have any fantastical stories like that. My beginnings with horror is actually more innocent and kind of cute, so to speak.
I mean, we can lighten up the mood.
Let's go.
So when I was little, I was actually afraid of not scary. Well, yeah, I was afraid of scary stuff. And I have an uncle that's 8 years older than me that I lived with. I grew up with my grandma. I lived with my grandma, and my uncle is 8 years older than me. And so he used to force me to watch scary movies at first because he liked to like make fun of me.
What
But
you
then-
used to do, like during this?
I just used to cover my eyes and be like, oh,
How old were you at this time?
I was little. I was like in elementary school, like probably like third grade, maybe younger
So
than
you're
that.
like 9, 8.
I was not 9 in third grade.
Ain't that the regular age?
No,
How old are you at 9? How old are you in third grade?
They like
I was 8.
7.
I was 8.
It was 8.
8 sounds right.
Yeah.
I was 7.
Don't try to put me back. The heck. Anyway,
I'll put 2 and 2
no,
together.
I mean I was probably younger than that because we used to always love watching movies, but scary movies. Whenever the scary part would come on, I would cover my eyes, and my uncle used to make fun of me at first, but I think once he realized like, oh, she's actually scared. I don't know, maybe I cried at one point, but once he realized that, he was like, okay, I was a kid.
No, not you, your uncle. Like, if every time I pull her out of here, she's covering up her eyes for 90 minutes, I think she's scared. I'm not.
But you gotta
start
remember,
crying,
this
you're
was
like, oh,
this
this
was
is
back
real.
in the day. There was only one TV,
Right.
you know. So it's like we watched TV together. But no, I mean, being 8 years older than me, it's not like he was mature, you know.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
was
he was a
16.
teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a teenager. So he was just like, okay, well, if you're gonna watch this stuff with me, you can't be scared. And he's like, I want you to overcome your fears so that we can watch these movies together. And you know, it was just like a bonding time because we would always watch stuff together. Most of the time, we watched comedies like Martin and stuff. Like we grew up watching that and
And
just
he was
cracking
like, you need
jokes.
to watch Martyrs with me, like right now.
No. Anyway. Screw that movie. That's not even a horror movie. It's just a stupid movie. Why are you trying to piss me off? Why are you trying to piss me off?
You
That's
know they
stupid
get
movie.
them mad, bro.
Anyway, yeah, so it kind of just grew into my uncle coaxing me out of my fear, like making me face my fear. And it got to the point to where I wanted to watch horror movies because that was just like a bonding experience for us. So yeah, that's how we.
Cute.
That's
so
cute.
cute.
What do you remember the horror movie that like that worked for you? That like, okay, this won me over.
Halloween, I was terrified of
The
Michael
first one?
Myers. All of them, any of
just
them,
melt,
any
yeah.
Michael Myers, I was
You're just
scared.
terrified.
Yeah, I
Busta
was
Rhymes
scared of him.
Yeah.
Huh?
Even the one Busta Rhymes fought.
That one wasn't scary.
Yeah, that wasn't scary. But I was
more
old by that
kinda-
time. I was like, you know, I was up in age by that time.
Yeah, I just had to tease you.
But, you know,
Dr. Rose.
it's because to me the scary thing about Michael Myers is that nobody knows what he looks like, right? Without the mask, how do you identify him?
IMDb.
Shut up.
I know he could be like your uncle, and you
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
could be anybody. That's just-
the creepy part.
Yeah.
It's just like with clowns. Like
And he doesn't die. The fuck?
I ain't gonna lie.
like with clowns is like they put on this smile and pretend to be this happy shit, and it's not. Like, no, you don't know what they thinking. They lower you in. They kill you. Yeah, no.
I need you to name all the clown deaths ever in history.
I don't know. I think because I'm not
Some
afraid of
clowns from
clowns.
outer
I've
space.
never understood why people were afraid of clowns because I don't get the whole.
Well, I gave you my.
I know why. I know why you are, but like, just in general, I don't know how the fear of clowns came about because I'm like, they just look stupid. They don't look scary
Killer
to me.
clowns from outer space.
That
That was
I ain't
stupid.
gonna lie, that was kind of funny. Like I tried to.
Let's get some context. So me and was really trying to get.
You mean Dr. Rose?
Goddamn. Me and Dr. Rose. I gotta blurp it. Me and Dr. Rose really wanted to help Goddess get over her sense of or fear of clowns. So the first thing we watched was it, not the Tim Curry version, but the new one, the Bill Skarsgård version. So we watched it. The chapter 1, she was able to handle it. She kind of liked it. So we watched chapter 2, and then the next one we took it up a notch to something super scary: killer clowns from outer space. Right.
That was actually kind of funny.
I
Only
know,
because of that. Only because of that one clown, and he was like walking like.
Sassy.
Yeah, he had a big ass too.
I hope that clown
You
had
said
an
nice
ass.
little
I think he
ass
was,
back
like,
there.
raping.
I love yeah.
Was it the hips or?
That was one of my movies. I
See, you
love
really
it.
you went from getting scared of clowns to getting turned on by clowns. You saw,
No.
you saw the clown
one of
cheeks. She
mine.
was like,
No.
Clown
never.
cheeks. That's what it is. All he gotta do is turn around and be like,
I'm still working on it though.
But
I
one
still
of my
gotta
favorites.
I'm still working
Booty
on
I
it.
me
appreciate
down.
Dr.
Hey,
Rose
booty
giving you
me
baby
down.
steps because
Booty
Gary wanted
me
her to
down.
dive head first into Terrifier.
I don't think I'm
Yo,
ever gonna
And
watch
then after
it.
that, she was like, then we need to watch this William H. Gacy a documentary, if you know who that is.
I didn't say that, but honestly, it's because Terrifier isn't scary. It's just it's
gory.
very boring.
Yeah, it's gory.
It's gory, and
Playing
then it's
with
low key
guts.
boring. Like the first one.
His face will get stuck in my head.
That's why I was like, we got to start off with the baby steps.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's his
Okay.
face. You know.
Dr. Rose, you are from.
Gary's
Do you
like,
mind
you
if I
doing
tell you where you're
But
from?
his face versus it. Well, I watched the original, so
It looked like a traditional clown, though.
which would be more scary.
Then somebody who's trying to look like a clown?
He doesn't look like a clown. He literally looks like a person, a bald-headed man who
That's what I'm
painted
saying,
his
trying
face
to
white
look like a
with a
clown.
stupid little hat on his head. He
That's-
doesn't. Oh, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. It's somebody.
I think you should watch it. I still think you should watch it.
You think she should just jump to 2 instead of 1?
No,
Watch 1?
one would probably bore her, which is what I was saying. She would be like, "When is this over?" Like, she wouldn't be afraid of it.
Yeah, so it's just gory. It's just a lot of
Two
slashing,
actually has more
gory.
plot and is way more gory
Right.
than the first one.
I still got to watch 2. Nah, give her a second. She gonna freak out right now.
I'm telling you to watch. When it
probably gotta
happens,
just hold her hand.
when it happens, she gonna be like, that wasn't even scary, and I'm gonna be like, I told you.
So, you got some stories, Dr. Rose?
God is all you want. Go ahead, tell. Go ahead. Yeah.
So, Dr. Rose is from New Orleans,
Not from New Orleans.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Same thing.
Yeah. Generate Louisiana, my cousins. How y'all doing out there? I love you guys. Miss you.
I know you
all.
got some stories.
We're gonna have to save that for another part.
At least one, just one story. Just one story. The one, the back.
I will.
We're gonna cater one podcast.
The Woods.
I'm gonna start
one.
off playing the banjo.
We gonna do the one when we heard the knocking on the trailer. This so me and big cuz, you know. I don't want to put your name out there, cuz, but you know what it is. We was watching one of the Jason movies. We used to love Jason. We'll stay up and watch all the Jasons, all of them. So so that's a nice one, Gary. I like that.
I do what I can, you know.
You have to do it.
So, after we did that, we fell asleep. We was in the back. We fell asleep, and
Boo, this
thing
story
about
sucks.
it is the thing about it is it's the trailer.
Yeah.
So we have a trailer, and right behind the trailer is nothing but woods, a whole bunch of big ass woods and dark woods too, right behind the trailer. So the thing about it is, it was just us that night, and we were sleeping. And then after we were sleeping, that's when we heard. Wait, we was like, what the fuck is
I
that?
thought it was going to be
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is it? I'm like, God. He ain't get up yet. Then he got like, I'm like, God, get the fuck up. Yeah. So I'm tripping. I'm like, it's just us two in this bitch. Like, somebody else supposed to be coming home or something. So he finally get up. He like, what's up, cuz? I say, somebody supposed to be coming. It's just us. Somebody knocking on the trailer.
You're like, man, let me die in my
So
sleep.
so we put our clothes on and like this the room. So right here is a door. Like once you step out the room, you can go to the door. When you open the door, it's just the back with the woods and everything. We opened the door. We looked around. Nothing. And we already had dogs. Them damn dogs bark at every damn thing. Every fucking you fart, them hoes gonna bark. You know what I'm saying? So the thing
But
about
on this night,
But on this night, them niggas was quiet. There you go. Crickets like a mug.
It's like today's our day off.
and the thing about every night, because of the woods, it's always busy. Crickets and this and that. But when it was knocking and when we opened up the door, it was fucking quiet. No crickets, no nothing. It was quiet. So me and my cousin, we didn't step out. We just opened the door and was like, I'm like, cuz, man, somebody was knocking, bro. And we looked around, quiet. We called the dogs over there. The dogs over there chilling. They got the barking. All right, close that bitch. The moment we about to go back in the room.
Just one?
It was just one that time. We like, cuz, what the fuck? We heard
They fucking with you.
We heard her open the door. Then we went around. We went all the way around because we know cousins sometimes like to fuck with you. Went all the way around. No cars. No cars, no nothing. So after we went around, my cousin was like in the front side. I was in the back side. That's when I heard.
Oh my goodness.
That's when I heard this. And when I turned around, I looked into the woods and stuff. It was just a big dark figure. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there like, bro, I'm scared if I move, this motherfucker might get me.
He shit himself out.
So I'm looking, and cuz was all the way on the other side. We had woods, and I mean, this motherfucker was huge. And the shadow was kind of like peeping over the trees, like, nigga, I wish you would move.
Did Shaq emerge from that motherfucker like at the General and you get your auto insurance low price, $39 a month.
So I was scared of moving. I'm looking, I'm like, So by the time my cuz came around, like, cuz, man, what's going on? I look, he was gone. I did not sleep.
I would not sleep either.
I wouldn't sleep either.
But we got back. We got back. I was like, fuck, man. I would not sleep, man. I was not sleeping.
What you do, Gary? That's why you're over there laughing.
Yeah.
I heard something. I know what it was.
Yeah. No, I got better, but that's just.
No. I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about the fact that it was gone when your cousin came.
Oh yeah.
Man.
No, we got some. We got some.
I have no story, so I'm so sorry.
Man,
I've never seen a ghost. I don't intend to see a ghost.
Would you want a story like that, or you just
No. I don't ever want to see a ghost. I don't ever want to see anything like that. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see anything. And I have said that ever since I was a kid. I literally prayed, please don't ever let me see nothing. I can't handle it. I
guess we gotta take our mask off. Come on.
They're reptilian people.
Crossroads over. I've been wrong.
Yo, remember the time we was driving and we seen it on the side of the road?
I remember that nose and that hat. We was driving down the road and we was coming out of, it was dark where we was coming from.
We were leaving my grandmother's house.
Another spot. So we driving, we going. We passing up this billboard that's to the left, and it's it's at a certain level where it's kind of just in the grass.
Right.
So the thing is probably the billboard itself is probably 6 feet tall or some shit. We driving, the headlights pass the billboard, and we see a solid black figure just standing there. We going maybe 40, I imagine 40, 50 miles an hour. So we passed that thing up. Me and her was quiet for at least 5 minutes, not saying nothing.
Not saying
anything. And then
anything.
one of us was like, "Did you see that?" And we started talking about it.
Yeah. And then when I went back the next day, it was someone actually got in an accident over there because, they had the cross and the flowers and stuff. So I was like, well, that could have been that person.
Yeah, you experience when you're talking to the person, physically talking to somebody and you didn't know it was a ghost?
Nah.
Y'all ever experienced that?
Never. I never.
Me and you just sitting there talking. You giving them directions.
Nope.
Yeah, that's some freaky shit too.
I've seen those
About the
videos
creepiest
before.
thing that I've ever experienced was y'all remember the wrestler Chris Benoit?
Yeah.
I saw him. We were on a trip from my hometown to Houston. We were on I-10, and I'm I saw him driving in the truck. And I was like, yo, that's Chris Benoit. Nobody knew who he was. And I'm like, y'all don't watch wrestling? That's Chris Benoit. I was like, well, how and then I don't know if it's the next week or so, but then
the situation
happened
with him and his family.
Yeah, and I was like, oh wow.
So I know you don't watch wrestling. You know who Chris Benoit is?
No, not really.
He was a wrestler on there that he was
I'm good with faces, not names.
Yeah. He pretty much I ain't gonna say it. But he was fairly average. People knew him.
Yeah.
But
the crippler.
It was one time this dude snapped and killed his family.
Oh wow.
And himself.
Right.
Right afterwards.
Right.
So it was a crazy situation.
And we know we got some wrestling fans out there. You them big wrestling fans, put that comment down there. Put that little story down there if y'all want to share that.
Because that was
that was some dark times, and the WWE and all them, they want to erase that, So that's what been happening.
Sorry, y'all.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And you was probably what, in like third grade, so you probably was like
I was in
14,
first grade.
15?
I was in first grade. I remember.
Chris Benoit. Hell yeah. That flying head button. Nigga on that rope.
Cripple Crawford.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all
that's,
remember Rikishi?
I remember Rikishi.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
He's still alive. His children in them wrestling now, man. His kids, he got like three or four of them. They all wrestling.
Yeah, because he got Rod and he got Keith and he got She. Hoping those kids right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if y'all have some scary stories that y'all want to tell or anything that y'all experience in life or anything, let us know.
Yeah, we got some stories. Don't worry, I got a lot more, like some crazy ones,
got
man.
some
That was just that little. Let me give you a little sample.
Yeah.
No, I have some that made me go through some things like kicking my ass. I had some that I experienced when we running for our lives. Like I'm getting chills talking about it and thinking about it now.
Remember Galveston? Children kicked your ass.
That's another one we're gonna talk about later.
I was thinking about Gary when she was talking about Michael Myers. I know yours is the Exorcist and also Hellraiser. Was there ever a horror character that just scared the shit out of you?
Oh yeah.
Gary, you go first.
Well, yeah, that dude. What's the one with the stakes in his body from 13 Ghosts?
Oh, him.
The black dude?
No, not Juggernaut. It was the
It's
black
the black
dude.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was scared of him, but
like nails or some shit.
Yeah, it was like railroad stakes.
Yeah, I think that was the Juggernaut. I think that
No, that's not Juggernaut.
That was another one with that stupid ass haircut.
With the stupid haircut. I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, I had a dream about him.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah, like.
Was this when the movie first came out? Or was this
it was the first time I watched the movie, and then like I went home, and it was one of the weekends where my mom was visiting, and so at my grandma's house, my mom and I we would sleep because it was 2 couches, so I would sleep on the little couch, my mom would sleep on the big couch, so that we could be in the room together, and I had a dream, and in my dream it was like all white, and you know how it's kind of like, you know how those old R&B videos are where they kind of like blur the sides, and then they had the people like dancing in the room. He wasn't dancing. He wasn't dancing. No, he was literally pulling the stakes out of his body and trying to stab me with them. And I was like, I woke up screaming and crying. My mom was like, "Girl, what is wrong with you?"
Yeah, Maxwell playing during your death and shit.
Pretty wings, your pretty. No, but I'm just.
I'm trying to find.
Valley high, valley low. I'm trying to run for this motherfucker.
I'll give you pretty
I'm trying to find the
wings.
name of it.
Hold on.
You know what's crazy? 13 Ghosts scared the shit out of me too.
Yeah,
Really?
That was a
like
good
that.
one, man. It was a good movie.
But
man.
you remember like early 2000 horror movies was such a blur. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they all kind of had that same like techno black and white look.
He was the Hammer.
Yeah,
Hammer.
the hammer.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I found it. He was the
But
Hammer.
yeah, those used to scare me. I think all them ghosts was goddamn scary.
They
Because
was.
the jackal, that motherfucker was
He
bad.
was scared. The Angry Princess.
They coming out with a backstory of them.
I hope they do.
I think that one was the scariest for me.
Which one, the princess?
No, the hammer. The jackal. The jackal
Hammer.
was.
The Hammer was the one you was talking about with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
nails.
The hammer was the scariest one. The other ones weren't like scary. I mean, Juggernaut to me wasn't scary. It was just like, yeah, that's one of those dudes you stay away from because he will kill you instantly for absolutely no reason.
The jackal.
The jackal was
That was scary.
Yeah.
Man, you know what's crazy about those ghosts? What scared me, because I remember I was young watching that movie. When they all got released and they all went into the forest and they disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, where the fuck are they going? That's when they was free from the contraption of that movie.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
well,
they
it's-
fucked you up in that house. Then they
Yeah, I
gonna do
don't
that
think
up.
these motherfuckers are too tortured to just go to the other side. Where the fuck are they going?
Well, it's implied that they were tortured because he was keeping them there, because he killed them specifically to trap them. So being released from the contraption released their souls so that they could rest. That's the implication.
But he didn't kill them. Like the Juggernaut, remember he went and caught these people. Or
Yeah, he
these,
was
these
catching
Yeah, he was
certain
catching.
ones.
Because remember at the beginning of the movie, he had caught the Juggernaut for the first time when he was in that junkyard.
Yeah, but some of them he did kill.
Well, I know
Like,
he killed his nephew's wife.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's fucked up.
Me and my brother, we liked the Torn Prince. That was one of our favorite ones.
Oh, that was the torso running around.
That was the one with the bat. He had
Oh,
the bat
yeah,
and
he
stuff.
was-
Yeah.
He like a dead
Yeah,
mouse
remember the
movie.
mom and the big baby?
Yeah, that wasn't scary. That was just
That
gross.
was disgusting.
Yeah.
Then the pilgrim, the pilgrim, he wasn't scared. The child with the
Oh, the little
arrow
arrow.
on his head, no, he wasn't scared.
Oh, I thought that was the firstborn son.
Well, it might be the firstborn. Yeah,
Because I think the pilgrim or the pilgrimess, you're in the witch or the hag.
Yeah.
it was the hag. Yeah. The hag. Yeah.
But yeah, but that's crazy. That was 13 Ghosts, really
No,
classic.
House on a Honey Hill.
Scared you?
Yeah, it's the things when they be like.
I don't-
malfunctioning.
I don't remember that movie.
That was a good movie. It had
That's a
Tay
good
Diggs
movie.
in it.
That
Okay, I
was a
do
good one,
remember
too.
it. I thought that was more like
I
a
don't
game
remember
show.
that movie. It had Tay Diggs in it. I do remember that movie.
I don't remember it being scary. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
It wasn't scary. It was like I said, it's when the ghost or whatever that was, the entity was like in the camera. He was like,
You're making it funny.
Well, it's like it didn't really scare me, but it kind of had me like, oh snap! That the wall creature on Hellraiser that was running through
Oh yeah.
the big old ugly deformed thing that was just running
Running.
through that hallway trying to get old girl. The way how he moved, it was like freaked out, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know the monster Rawhead Rex, bro.
Monster Who?
It's a monster. It was a movie. His name was Rawhead Rex. A lot of people don't know that. Me and my grandma watched that good ass horror movie,
What decade
Rawhead
that
Rex.
came out?
That was in the 80s. He came around the same time Pumpkinhead came around.
Okay.
Pumpkinhead scared me.
Really?
Yes, Pumpkinhead scared me. That actually gave me nightmares.
Oh, poor.
I watched. The only time I watched the first Pumpkinhead was when I watched it with y'all for the first time, and I was like, "Damn, this movie is good." Especially when you started to transfer more and more into the dude that summoned them. But I always grew up on the second one, Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings.
Yeah, the Blood Wings, yeah.
So yeah, I think when going back to that question when you asked me what was my first scary that scared me, Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead. That's
Yes,
Pumpkinhead's
Pumpkinhead.
fire.
Yeah, y'all leave a comment who know about Rawhead Rex. That boy there.
That was the one.
Yeah, he was
Rawhead
serious.
Rex.
That boy went hard. He was serious. He ugly though. That boy was cold though.
I'm an ugly boy.
I'm trying to figure out what other
You
horror movie
sure
like
is
scared
ugly.
me. Because one
Shower is ugly. Silly.
Okay, what ending of a horror that freaked me out?
Which one?
The one when they were screaming. Oh, they pointed out they were screaming. What they called them, man? They
Oh, back in the day with Donald Sutherland. Damn, what was the name of that movie, man? Hold up, bro.
just
You
a
said they
side
was
note,
screaming.
JJ is always naming off random people that know.
Exactly.
Like,
I know. I know
such and such. I'm like, who?
These
I
are
know,
random
yeah,
people.
yeah, these ain't random
are
people.
And the
classic.
thing is, he live with me, so it's just like you telling I don't know these people. You steady telling me these names. I'm like, no, show me a
like,
picture.
did you see that one movie with Okalabushi? No, I don't know who that is.
That's like Maria Romance. Don't look now.
Don't look now. Do you remember also Screamers? The one where RoboCop was in it long time
that's
ago.
old,
Man.
dude.
That was scary too. That one was a scary one, man. Especially with the little kid. And he revealed what he was. That was a good one too.
Society was nasty.
Screamers was a good one. That was a good horror right there too, man.
Damn, what was I'm trying to remember what scared me. I got scared over the stupidest ass pieces of
No,
movie.
you get scared of sudden
Subtle shit scares me,
subtle
but-
shit. Like,
But I remember it was a movie called, see, I don't even mean it because it was so damn, The Unborn.
Oh yeah.
No, but I literally went to go watch that in theaters, and that was the first time I literally had to like close my eyes for a scene that was coming up. And I'm like, why the hell am I so scared of this damn movie? It was just about this woman who was being haunted by her twin brother who was never born.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, this boy kept showing up as like a child. I'm like, you was never born. Why are you showing up? But it had pieces of it that I was like, why the hell am I scared of this damn movie right now? It's so stupid. Like
a 2009.
Oh, that kind of reminds me of Malevolent. Is it called Malevolent?
Malevolent was funny with the twin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so funny.
What was the one with the backwards man?
That's that one.
Oh,
The backwards man.
I know what backwards asses you can't
She
do.
sounded so
Which
good.
one was also the other one where they rented out the Airbnb and they had that tall witch underneath the floor and stuff. What is it? It started with a B. And she was like actually a female.
No, dude, Barbarian.
Yeah, but
Barbarian was good. Justin Long killed that man.
yeah.
Titties.
sitting on the window.
Hey, when she was hovering that damn butt on and sucked on that nipple so fast.
Oh, was that true that was laughing when she was falling? When she like jumped after him or her?
That sounded like something Gary
I
would
don't
do.
know.
Like when they climbed on top.
I remember.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
But it's the
Gary-
fact that no, I think what got me was dude, after he threw her off the fucking water tower, came down and be like, oh my God, are you okay? That was an accident. Motherfucker, you think I was
Exactly.
cautious? You shot me and threw me off a water tower, then you gonna come back and be like, oh, it was an accident. Oh, I would have shot him in his goddamn neck. That shit was
Why I
do it some more trolls in your
He was fucking her over for real.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You okay? It was an accident.
Long's character was thinking outside the box the whole movie. My boy was with it. When he first found the place, he ripped out the tape measure. He was like,
I was like, hold on, how much can I get for this space right here?
shit. He saw the man nibble the goddamn bed, man. Shit. Man covered with blood and shit. He didn't care.
Then that one black dude. I told you don't go in there.
Oh yeah, the crazy one. They kept saying it was crazy.
You need to get out of here. I know this boss says they on me. Ah!
No, and then when she drove her
car.
her truck into the house and wrecked it.
No, you know what was pissing me off? The cops. Like this lady is clearly telling you that someone kidnapped her and all this other stuff, and they just like bypassed her.
Oh yeah, they didn't want to hear all that.
Gary made me laugh during that movie because she saw the house for the first time and they had like pink tile in the bathroom and she was like, is that Detroit? Is that Detroit?
But it was Detroit. That's a very so I watch a lot of like DIY and like home improvement.
But you gotta make your face like that, like.
Because why do they put like it's like
Is
a
that
staple?
Detroit?
It's like a Detroit staple. They're like, oh yeah, that's very Detroit to have the pink tiles in the bathroom.
That's so ugly.
Now my partner's from Detroit, and I told him about it. He was like, "Yeah, that's Detroit."
Like
he was
it's
like,
so
"Yeah, that's it."
ugly. I'm sorry, y'all.
No,
It's supposed to be about horror. That is a horror for me. Walking this bathroom with pink tiles.
Pink tile.
Ew.
I bet it stank in that bathroom too. That's just randomly.
You know what? But also a good one too. What we was talking about earlier, Shining, the old woman that came out the tub.
Oh yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah, that was kind of mind freak too.
The Shining.
You remember the big?
Shining
you
with
remember
the
the
I
big
never
dog?
thought The Shining was scary.
No, I'm talking about the woman, the
Oh.
old woman. The makeup art was good.
I want to
watch
go
Dr.
to the
Sleep?
hotel.
Dr. Sleep,
I don't want to do that. Dr. Sleep was good.
Dr. Sleep was good. No, it wasn't scary. It's just that part where the old woman, was doing her thing.
I remember
You know what?
the shot that I first laughed because I don't know if y'all remember that famous scene when
He freezes.
no, I think it was the wife when she ran upstairs and she seen that dog, the dude in the dog costume. He was on his knees
Oh, yeah.
by the butler. I was like, is he sucking him up? She caught him in the middle of a sex tape. Oh hell no! Down again, girl. This stuff.
I don't remember that.
That's
was a
all. That's all. Olive oil that did Popeye. That was her.
Yeah, that's I don't know why her name escaping me right now.
Yeah, that was her, man.
She actually went crazy on the set of that movie. So
Cause Stanley Kubrick had them doing it like 98 times. Cause they got old clips of like
Jack
him
Nicholson.
And
having
what's
her do it
crazy
over
is
and over
Stephen,
again.
Stephen
Jack
King
Nicholson
don't
was
even
pumping it
like
up
the
like,
movie.
Yeah, he don't even like the movie.
He was like, it was the worst thing. Like
When
the
Jack
story that
Nicholson
they
was
gave.
pumping up.
It was a good movie though. Like,
It was a good movie, but he didn't like it because they weren't really going off of what he wrote.
yeah.
So he
So,
was.
you didn't like that classic at all?
no, I didn't like it. I thought it was like
I enjoyed it. Cause
I didn't think it was scary. It
No,
was
I
just
didn't.
very
it was
long
scary. It's
and
just it was
obnoxious.
the character
to me.
work. Oh, Shelley Duvall. I'm sorry, that's the name of the woman. But like, I think it's just one of them. Like, just his dive into madness with that family and everything. Goddess didn't like Rosemary's Baby. She did not like that at all. The first one,
The original?
the original.
You didn't
She
like
didn't
it?
like. You watched Rosemary's Baby?
Yeah, I was shocked she didn't like it.
My favorite scene on that movie is that phone booth scene.
Yeah.
That's the only good part.
When she was on the phone, oh boy, put
I
his
was
back
like-
against that like I'm about to fuck her ass up. When she walked out
That's
the store.
I was like, okay,
right.
finally something's about to happen, and nothing happened. So I'm like, nope.
Oh, you just didn't like how drawn out it was.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, she
like
was.
slow burns.
You know what horror movie? Well, I don't know if it was considered a horror movie, but it was by Stephen King. It's called Dreamcatcher.
I like that.
I seen that.
I
I
thought
did-
about that movie like weeks ago.
Dude,
Yeah.
I watched it several times, and I'm like, I don't understand it. I don't
I
understand this movie
enjoyed it
whatsoever.
for what it was, but I like the movie because I guess I just like the four characters,
Right.
and I was just like, all right, I'm vibing with this. Fuck it.
Do you remember that? It's supposed to have been a horror. It was called The Box. Remember that?
I think I heard about that one.
I feel like
Like what you wish for type.
Yeah, it was The Box and stuff. It just had that old classic horror feel to it.
Yeah.
You know, it was a slow burn, but then it started building up later down. It was really more of a mind game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was The Box.
Nah, horror movies be doing their thing. What country do you think has the best horror movies?
Ooh.
It depends because different
Yeah,
countries
it depends.
specialize in different things.
Yeah.
It depends. I watched a lot of Germany horror, and
I like
British horror,
What's the one I like?
Korean horror.
That you used to come home to, and I always had it on.
I think
Hostel.
Hostel, yeah.
you like Hostel. I hate those.
She used to watch
movies.
Hostel. You know what? She didn't even watch the first one that much. She watched two. Every time I came home from work, Hostel 2.
Hostel,
Oh,
I hate those
Hostel was
movies.
kind of like in the same thing with Spit on Your Grave. It was kind of in that
Eli
in
Roth.
that, in that
She
category.
loved her
right
some
there.
Hostel.
Spit on your the first one. The first I Spit on Your Grave was good. The rest of them.
Right. The rest of them, they was just trying to get a money grab out of it. That
I
first
spat
one
on your
was
grave
good.
4. I spat on your grave. The return.
But no, I like Hostel. I don't like.
You don't like gory or what's it?
No, I don't know what it
Torture.
is. It's like the torture. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You don't
I'm
like
like
the
I will
tortures.
never go to Eastern Europe. That's one of the reasons why I don't never want to go to Eastern Europe. I am not gonna backpack across. I ain't doing none of that.
I
I'm
never
not
wanted to
going
go
those
to
countries.
Eastern Europe because I never wanted to run across the techno Viking.
I don't know what that
in
is.
the middle of the street.
But yeah,
You have no point.
I think it was just the senselessness and then the entitlement of the people that's like, yeah. You remember that one scene when he's like, yeah, I've been waiting for this. The rich guy is like, yeah, I've been waiting for this for a while. Like I'm ready. I've been waiting
He
to go on
messed up her
vacation.
face and he got upset.
Yeah.
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 And
It's
guess
just
what?
like
He
it's
got
just like you're
fucked up.
literally torturing somebody. Like that's a life. That's a human being, and you're talking about it like
That's the
you're
whole
about to
point
go
of the movie,
fishing.
Gary.
Yeah,
You
it-
get mad, boy.
Cause I don't like that stuff. That's stupid.
Yeah. You still be getting mad though.
I know,
I know. What was that other movie where they had?
but I
they
watch
were,
slasher films.
It's not a scary movie. It was when they got drugged or whatever, and they woke up and they was in the field and they like people were hunting them. And remember the girl? She turned around in that car and she kicked the dude.
No, that's the hunt.
Oh well, the Hunt. That was a good movie. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, the
No, I
hunt.
don't think so.
You never seen the hunt?
That's a good
Oh
movie.
yeah, we gotta watch
The
that.
hunt was good. I'll watch it again.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one. It's not more horror. It's more comedy. It's like satirical comedy. But it was good though.
Y'all should watch Killing Eve. Just letting y'all know. People
Killing
out
Eve
there.
is good though. I
Yeah.
actually like Eve.
I'm on season 2, episode 6, I think.
Did you get to the part where it was like some random girl that walked up to her to Eve while she was eating, and she's like,
Can I
"Oh
take
my
a
God!"
picture?
She's like, "Can I take your
She's
picture?"
like,
She's like, "No,
no.
what's wrong with you? Disgusting. Have some self-respect."
Yeah, I seen that.
Like her.
All right, here's another one for y'all. Top 5 best horror television shows.
Oh man.
It can be limited series. It can be one season, or it can be ones that's like been on fucking forever. But top 5.
I don't know.
I know one of my top 5. One good one was that Netflix Dracula.
Midnight Mass.
No, that one's good too. But no, actual Dracula. I think they had like 3 episodes. 3 to 4 episodes. But it was off the chain. It was good on how they did Dracula.
I think I know what you.
It was Netflix. It was just a
was
special.
Netflix?
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
Maybe
it was Dracula.
I've
It was
seen one on
Netflix
Tubi.
Dracula, and that was
No, it was actually
Yeah,
good.
Tubi movies?
It was no. This was a series, and I think it was on maybe like Stars or something. But it was Dracula, and it was actually pretty good.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yes, that one was good too. Yes, I know which one you're talking
Because he
about.
kept looking for this try. What do you call that? Try something.
Yeah, that was a good one too. That was a good one.
He stole somebody's wife because he looked like.
Yeah,
his
she
own.
looked like that was a good one. That was a
Might be
good
a
one
damn
too.
show,
I don't
'cause-
really know any shows right off the bat, like
Yeah, me
off the
neither.
top.
What about y'all like Mike Flanagan stuff?
Who was that?
The house on
The house
the Haunting on Hill House.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
The
Yeah.
house
All
of
his
Haunting
work.
in the House of Usher, whatever. The Fall in the
Yeah.
House of
Usher, yeah.
All his work is good too.
Yeah.
Yes, like,
Hill House was the best one, and then House of the Fall of Usher, Fall of the House of Usher.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Was-
and
was-
then
was
Bly
another
Manor.
one. yeah.
Bly Manor was like,
I gotta me personally, I gotta go with the Haunted on Hill House. Then I'll say the second one you said, which was the Fall of the House of Usher. Then Midnight Mass. That shit was fire.
Midnight Mass.
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about in his. Oh, he made Midnight
He
Master.
made Midnight.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I didn't
made
know that.
Midnight Mass.
The only one I didn't watch, Goddess watched, was the Midnight Club.
Oh, that was good.
That was it.
That was
Yeah.
good.
He was so
That's
mad when
good.
Netflix canceled it after that first.
I was mad
Yeah.
too because the way they ended it, I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you need another
Midnight-
season.
Midnight Club
Yeah.
was amazing.
I didn't even watch it. I remember. Midnight
Yeah,
Mass,
I wish
though.
they would have continued that. That one was really good.
Bring it back out.
Yeah, Netflix, y'all bring that.
What was
back.
that other one? The A21 or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, 812.
What? That was on Netflix, right?
80. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 81 something. Oh God, you know what I'm talking about. They canceled it after one season. I'm like, that was so good.
Talking about the top 5. Yeah, y'all put y'all comments down there and put y'all top 5 favorite.
Y'all too young. to
It
remember
was
the
more like
list.
sci-fi horror.
Had a black dude in it,
Yeah,
and there's like cassettes or something.
yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
That was James
Oh.
Wan was actually behind that one. That's the dude that did like
Was it
Dead
Activated 1 or
Silence
something
and
like
Saw
that?
and all that. Huh?
What was
I
that?
like Gary. I'm
Active-
on season 3.
Active 81
Oh.
or something.
So like that's
Yeah.
Archive.
Activated
Archive-
1 or
Archive
something.
81.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That was a good one. Too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one too.
Have you guys seen shoot. Is it called Eli? I think it's just called Eli. Have you seen that?
I remember that movie Eli with the son. Yeah. I ain't
Yeah, that
trying to
was
get no
good.
spoilers, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that
It
was
sounds
good.
familiar.
Did you watch 1922? Because he hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
The Stephen King?
I think I have. Let me look and make sure.
Yeah, y'all put y'all's top 5 in them comments down there, people.
I'm gonna say Twilight Zone, The Langoliers.
Oh, I love the
Rose,
Langoliers.
you remember Rose Red?
Yes.
Oh, that was good.
Rose Red.
Yeah, Rose
Rose
Red.
Red was good.
I want to check that out again.
Trying to see.
Tales from the Crypt. I got to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you said on Netflix.
No,
Yeah.
I said TV shows and
Oh,
series.
Creep Show.
Creep Show.
Creep shows.
Creep
movies.
Show.
They got a
Tales-
TV show on what's the name?
What was that?
Everybody
Tales
watched
from
that
the Dark Side?
Tales from
Oh,
the Dark
yeah.
Side was a good one too.
Yeah.
I used to watch The Outer Limits when I was young. I remember that.
Yeah. Outer Limits, yeah.
Shouts out to Ryan Sterling. So what's up, guys? We wrapping it up.
Yeah, y'all let us know what we should check out that y'all think is really good.
Yeah. We missed some shows. Let us know because we be on shows hard. Especially God, she be watching 7 seasons in a day.
Hey,
I don't know how she did
don't
it,
be
but she
telling
do
my
it.
business. really?
I just don't know how you be doing it. Like
I don't know either.
Like, how you already on that season? You just started the pilot like 15 minutes ago. But yeah, just stay up with us, guys. Let us know about your experiences and everything. Everything from your favorite shows, favorite movies.
Yeah.
Your ghost experiences, possibly.
Yeah.
You know, let us know if you want to hear more about our boy Dr. Rose dropping them Louisiana stories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Friends on the other side.
I got friends on the other side.
But yeah, we catch you guys later. If you enjoyed this content, there's more below. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.